Hey, Kris Johnson here, Bizarre Comic Zone. We're with Geek Card representing, and I'm talking with Matteo Scalera, rising star of Marvel Comics. Thank you for talking to us, sir.
Yeah.
And so, as you can tell by his flawless non-regional accent, Mr. Scalera is not from around here. So, where are you from, sir?
Yeah, I'm from Italy, more exactly Parma, which is in the northern central part of Italy. You know the Parmesan cheese?
Yes.
That's where it comes from.
The delicious cheese.
Yeah, and the ham.
You're responsible for that, right? All
yeah,
you?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not responsible for the ham because I'm vegetarian.
Yes.
So it's not my fault.
See,
and,
one of the most delicious foods in the world. And you
and I can't eat it. Well, but I ate it when I was a kid.
This
so
guy.
I probably had enough,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I had to stop.
Right on, right on.
So yeah, that's it. I just flew in yesterday.
Perfect.
So after 18 hours of travel.
Just to talk to us.
I'm here.
Right?
I'm here, yeah, just to talk to you, and then I'm leaving.
Right,
I got a plane in half an hour. So.
Well, that makes the most sense. So.
Yeah.
So, you grew up in Italy. Obviously, you grew up with a lot of Italian comics, I would imagine, like Dylan Dog, things like that.
Yeah,
right
absolutely.
On. Was that your first experience with comics, the Italian comics, or was it American
actually,
comics? Actually,
I consider myself lucky because I started with a really huge culture. And a really global culture because I started in the 90s reading comics, and I started reading comic books, American comic books, Italian comic books, and European in general, and also manga.
Okay.
So I think that it shows up in my pages.
Oh yeah, for sure. The kinetic energy.
Yeah, you can see. We can see all the tendencies, all the influences in my stuff.
So with the American books you were reading, what was the kind of your first experience with American style comic books?
Actually, I probably can tell you the first things that I bought was Spider-Man. I think it was by McFarlane.
Oh yeah, classic.
It was the McFarlane run.
Okay, yeah.
With the story with Mysterio.
Okay, right on.
After that, it came the Lizard.
Lizard, yeah.
Yeah, Lizard.
Yeah. Right on, cool.
That was my first experience.
Introduction to it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, can't go wrong with that.
And then came the X-Word, so the X-Men by Jim Lee and stuff.
Yes, the natural progression for all of us, I think. It was the best of the time. So, you're reading those books, you get into comics, you decide you're going to do it for your living, I guess.
Yeah.
And the first work that I remember seeing from you was like an image book.
Yeah.
What was that? Hyperkinetic. Yes, Hyperkinetic. So you had a completely different style when you were working on that book.
I was
than what you got now.
really cartoony.
Okay,
You know, I was still searching for my style, and at that time I was really into super dynamic stuff.
Right.
So yeah, that was
the manga influence coming in.
Yeah, manga and Disney stuff.
Yeah.
I was fascinated by that thing at the time.
So and there was a drastic shift. It almost seemed like as soon as you came over to Marvel.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
what do you think precipitated that? Was it the growth of the beard that made you want to be more awesome, or what happened?
Probably.
Yeah.
But no, you know what? I can't. It's not something that I can explain. It's just with my first Marvel gig.
Yeah.
The first page that came out, it came out like that.
Which was, I guess you were on the Deadpool miniseries?
Yeah,
or?
Deadpool. I got some pages here.
Right on.
They're pretty old now because they're from 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
But my style changed drastically when I started working in it.
And you came on board with the Chesterfest search, right? Like you were one of the Chesterfest guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when CB was going around looking at styles, did he see was it hyperkinetic style or was it more?
Yeah, the hyperkinetic.
Okay,
the hyperkinetic.
So you sell him on that, and then you throw this
something
at him.
else. Yeah.
Perfect.
Tactic,
so what were they? What were they like when that?
No, they were happy.
They were
totally
happy.
Down
with it?
Okay. They're
Right
totally happy with that.
Yeah.
I was happy with that.
Yeah.
And so we kept going with that.
And for a lot of people, I know it might seem like you kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But you've been doing it for a while, and when you first started working at Marvel, you did the Deadpool things, but then you immediately, I guess it was a couple years or whatever, and then they brought you on Secret Avengers, right? And then from there you go to Indestructible Hulk with Mark Waid.
Yeah.
So it's like Rick Remender, Mark Waid. Who's next?
Yeah.
Who's next on the list for Matteo Scalera?
You know what? I'm going back to Rick.
Okay.
Because
you're doing Black Science with him as well, right?
Yeah. That's the thing that's involving me the most right now.
Yeah.
And we're putting a lot of effort in that. Dean White is on it as well.
Who's amazing. Phenomenal colorist. But for people who aren't familiar with Black Science, you want to kind of tell me
absolutely.
what it's about?
It's an upcoming series coming out in November for Image Comics.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be an ongoing.
Okay.
And it's a sci-fi story basically. Basically, there's this guy who find a way to travel through dimensions.
Okay.
And he builds up this tool, this thing.
Right on.
That allows him to go through dimensions, because he believes that there's a dimension, a dimension mother, basically, that can create all the other dimensions.
Right on.
He wants to go to the center of dimension, to the original dimension.
It's like a super science comic, right? So
you're
doing a lot of sci-fi.
Absolutely.
So you're getting to draw absolutely crazy stuff then.
Yeah. And you know what?
Which is awesome.
The good thing is that Rick told me, since we're traveling through dimension, just tell me whatever you
want to draw.
Yeah, you want to draw the elephants with wings.
So basically,
then
a dream
shoots
book.
with AK-47.
Yeah.
We can do that. Whatever you want to do. So we're
amazing,
building
man.
out the story together.
Right on.
He's the writer, obviously, and he invented the word.
But it's a partnership.
Absolutely, it's a total partnership, and we're looking for having fun, just working on.
And but that's totally creator owned, like you and Rick own.
Totally, totally. And with Dean, everybody is free. Everybody in the group. We built up a really good group. We're a really strong team, and everybody is involved in the process.
So right now, this is like your baby right now.
Yeah. We're trying to make it grow as good as possible.
By Black Science when it comes out in November.
And also I'm on another series, another upcoming series, which is coming out in December for Skybound.
Okay.
Which is called Dead Body Road, and Justin Jordan is the writer.
Sounds like a horror book. Is it a horror book?
No, basically it's let's say it's a noir thriller western book. Basically it's a noir western,
right?
But it's in the everyday life. It's not in
in the West, in the old West.
In the old West.
Yeah.
And basically there's this guy, his wife, he's an ex-cop.
Right on.
His wife is a cop as well, and she gets killed in a robbery.
Yeah.
And he just want to take revenge.
Yeah.
So he just start chasing the guys and killing them.
There you go.
One after the other.
It's my kind of book right there. So on the Marvel side of things, though, or DC or any kind of mainstream books, are there any specific characters that you haven't gotten to work on that you would love to work on in the future?
Well, Hulk, it's already something really fun to work on.
Yeah.
And as far as, Deadpool was really fun at the time. And for the Secret Avengers, I really had fun working on Agent Venom.
Right, because of all the tendrils and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely, and I love the armor, military armor that he's got.
It's badass.
And let me think. I would love to work on the Punisher.
That'd be pretty sweet too.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to move on more on a less action and more atmosphere, more shadows and stuff. Yeah. So I think that right now, the Punisher would be really, really challenging for me.
Well, I would buy a Punisher book if you did the artwork.
Me too. So I can get the royalties.
That's right. Well, that's the important part. All right, man. Well, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Once again,
this
is Kris Johnson, creator on creator. Thanks for watching.